Today our 2011 Mustang is getting an upgrade to its fuel system via a JMS Powermax fuel management. What we're going to do is boost the voltage to the fuel pump so that our injectors get what they need to feed this pro-charged V6. So what we've done is we've disassembled the back of our Mustang by taking off the cover here. 2 clips, pop it straight up, comes right out. Make sure you disconnect your light, of course. And we've located our factory fuel pump controller. It's right here. The Powermax does come with a direct splitter, and what it does is it actually plugs directly into the stock components. You just pop that out. As you can see, here's our male end, perfect fit, clicks right in there. At that point we can go right into the factory unit, and we've done one of the hardest parts of the system in connecting our wires. All the connectors are weather pack style connectors, nicely sealed, and everything is a positive locking style connector. Nothing will come apart for you here. I would like to mention the excellent instructions with the Powermax system. It does give us everything we need to know. It actually does give us the connections we need to make. All we need to do is follow these directions and go right through every bit. Of course, watching this how-to will help you as well, but it is a very straightforward installation, very easy, very well written instructions. Well, we're going to ground our unit now. We've plugged in using this splitter, so now the module's plugged in. It's semi-mounted. We need to get another screw. We'll get that mounted up, and it's all in place. Once we have this grounded, the next step is to take our wiring and run it all the way up front to our accelerator pedal. Take our 10mm, loosen our ground here. One thing I should have mentioned is we did, before starting all of this, disconnect our ground wire so that we have no electronic issues with any of the components in the car. We use the factory ground. We tighten everything back up. And at this point, just about everything in the back of the car is now complete. So now that we have everything mounted up and plugged in, what we're going to do is run our lead to the front of the car. Now this lead is actually going to get its voltage and control from the accelerator pedal. So what we've done is we've routed our wire, and we're going to now wire tie it so it keeps it back here. We're going to leave ourselves a little bit of slack so we're not too tight, and then this way we can finish running our leads up front and keep a nice clean look in the trunk as we go along. We'll take our zip tie here, a couple of them along the root. Again, we're going to leave ourselves a little bit of slack, tighten everything down, and keep our cables from rattling around being sloppy in the trunk. We still want to keep the aesthetics and keep everything clean. Okay, so we're once again guiding our wire through. We've zip tied it to an existing cable, the factory cable here, so it keeps it tight with everything else. We've taken our back seat out, at least the lower portion, and now we've routed it. Again, still following our factory wiring, zip tying it so that we keep it safe and out of the way. Now at this point, where it has to go behind the panel, again, our car is equipped with a roll bar for safety. So we're going to tuck just behind the roll bar, or the plastic cover here. Make sure to tuck behind here. Pre-routed it here, just on the other side. You can see everything is going right behind our plastic panel. And at this point, we're going to now run it along our sill. I am going to go underneath the carpet. We're going to release our carpet from the clips here. We're going to guide it still along with our factory wiring all the way to our gas pedal. Once we have all that in place, we're not going to close anything up until we've done our testing and setting of the parameters for the module, and then we'll close everything up once we know it all works perfectly. So we've once again routed our wiring in the sill below the carpet. Brought it up to our kick panel. What we're going to do is we're now going to route this across and up to the gas pedal. We do have some wiring that needs to take place up front here. This plug is going to read our accelerator pedal. Since this is a fly-by-wire vehicle, it plugs into the jumper provided by JMS for our Powermax kit. Once we get that in place, then it comes down to a few fuse related things where we boost our fuses and we then start setting the parameters on our Powermax. Now that we've run our wire across and we chose to go up above just like the factory wires do, so nothing is behind the pedals, we've put our jumper in place between the factory wire and the accelerator pedal, and we've linked the one wire, the voltage sensing wire, from the Powermax, so that now we will get a full reading from our accelerator pedal. Our next step is to upgrade the fuses to our control module for the fuel pumps and the Powermax. So now that we've completed all the wiring inside, everything is ready to go. We've also needed to make the change to the fuel pump fuse, located under the hood in the fuse box, of course, and it is this location here on our 2011 that we've changed. Originally it was a 15 amp fuse. By recommendation of JMS, they said to put in a 30, so we're upgrading our fuse to a 30 amp, making sure that it's in place all the way down. Again, I just wanted to get a good shot of the location of this under the hood and where it is inside our fuse panel. So now we're going to go through our step procedures, make sure that we have power. So we see our green light is on solid. Now when my partner presses on the accelerator pedal, it should flash. And there it is. So we know we have a good connection to our pedal. Everything should be good.